My name is Adam and I am the videographer here at the Doers Way, and I wanted to take just a few minutes today to show you how to quickly and effectively film yourself for any video you might need, be it for business or for pleasure. The style of video I'll be running you through is what you are looking at right now, which we call face-to-camera. In face-to-camera videos, the person and their voice is the main focus, so before you get started, try to make sure you're somewhere quiet with a nice, subtle background, as these videos really are all about you. Okay, so there are three main things you will need to understand and practice to start creating amazing videos all by yourself. They are your gear, framing, and scene layout. So, let's start with gear. Now, I know gear and tech can be a scary word for many, so today we're going to keep it super simple. The basic things you'll need to make sure you have are firstly, a camera, be it a professional camera or your phone or your iPad. You'll then need a tripod for that camera or phone. Manfrotto make great tripods for digital cameras, and Joby make handy little phone tripods if you're on the go or you don't have space for a larger sort of setup. Next, you'll need to make sure that you have your audio sorted. Crazily enough, this is even more important than your camera or your lighting setup, as no one likes crackly or muffled audio. If you have an actual camera with a mic input, either a shotgun mic like the Rode VideoMic Pro or a lapel mic like the Rode SmartLav Plus, which I'm using right now, are great choices. When using a lapel mic, make sure you clip your mic as close to your mouth as possible, pointing upwards to get the best quality of sound. And if you're using a shotgun mic, try have it at face level, pointed directly at your mouth as close as you can, while still keeping the framing you like. Lastly, when it comes to gear, we need to talk lighting. Lighting really sets the mood for your video, and the general rule is that if you want to create a professional, clean look, then you will want your scene to be well lit and bright. And if you want to create more of a moody sort of vibe, then you will use less light. Make sense? This is going to be entirely up to you when it comes to what works best for your brand and for your look. Now, without getting too detailed into the setup of what lights to use and all that sort of thing, any form of softbox or LED light on a stand will be ideal. Or, if space and cost is a factor, smaller ring lights either clipped onto your monitor or small stands would be the way to go. When lighting yourself, firstly, have a seat in your scene and make sure your lights are pointed at your face from slightly above if possible, and at a 45-degree angle as a benchmark. So for this setup today, we're using 3 lights, 1, 2, and 3, all at a 45-degree angle to me. 2 in front, lighting my face, and 1 behind, lighting my hairline, creating a nice 3D silhouette sort of look. You can still achieve a great look with a well-placed single light, but the more lights you have, the more options you'll have available to you. And just remember, skin tones are very important when recording yourself, so make sure you adjust your brightness to what looks best for your skin, either by moving the light forwards and back physically, or, if it has one, adjusting the intensity on your light dial. Alrighty, so now we come to the second thing we need to be aware of when filming ourselves, and this is super effective if used well, and that is framing. So depending on your scene behind you and the style of video you are filming, you're going to want to mix up your framing. Essentially, this means don't always just set up dead center in your shot. Try talking from the left or the right third of the frame to mix it up and get the most out of your scene. If you have a desk like this one, you don't have to sit right in the middle. What if you put it on an angle or sit in the corner? And one more thing with framing. Be sure to frame yourself with the editing process in mind. Unless you are the world's most incredible presenter, the chances are you're going to make some mistakes, and you'll need to make some cuts and edits in post. Something we do here, and I know thousands of other content creators use, is the technique of punching in or zooming in to cover a mistake or to just add interest to the video. Something like this. You see? How smooth was that? I use Adobe's Premiere Pro to do this, and it takes all of 10 seconds. Super duper simple, but you can do it with other software as well. So When setting up your framing, don't have the top of your head too close to the top of the frame. Otherwise, when you punch in later, you might end up losing all your hair, and no one wants that. Okie dokie, home stretch, here we come. The last thing you will need to take into account when filming yourself is your scene setup, your background, what's behind you in your videos. Now, contrary to popular belief, less really is more. If you have a messy background with 8 picture frames, 12 vases, 50 books and 10 lights all set to strobe, no one is going to listen to a word that you say. So keep it simple. There are a few things to keep in mind when thinking scene setup. Firstly, don't put anything directly behind your head if you can help it that's going to be distracting. Secondly, try to use complementary colors and themes that blend well with each other. And third, think about balance in your scene. If you're filming on one side of the frame, set up your props away from you on the other side, or if you're in the middle, have your main props left and right of you. Simple stuff, but trust me when I say that it makes a really big difference. And that's it. Gear, framing, and scene layout. 3 simple things to keep in mind when it comes to filming yourself. And as we're wrapping up, make sure to be yourself when you're on camera. If you're quirky and bubbly, be quirky and bubbly. If you're a smooth talker, don't try and speak at 1,000 words per minute. Just relax, practice by filming yourself a lot, and just start getting in front of that lens. And remember to have fun while you do it. I hope that's been super helpful and given you some nuggets of gold to implement next time you're filming. So stay tuned for more amazing content and future tips and tricks on all things video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on what you would like to see next. See ya.